Hello. Oh, that's a little loud, but welcome to No Things NL East because the World Series just happened and we're not going to talk about the NL East until the end of the show. Maybe we'll give you guys some plans, some insight on some show. Welcome. Today is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's Thursday.
Oh, it's
It's Thursday. November
Thursday.
2nd. 2 days after Halloween.
2 days after Halloween.
It's Spirit Week in our school as well. If you guys don't know, we do this from school. So it's Pajama Day.
Pajama Day.
That's why Cayden is wearing an awesome dinosaur costume.
Manny has his pajama pants on.
Yeah, our girlfriends made us wear pajamas today, but it's okay.
I don't know. I did this out of my own free will.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I did too. I don't mind. I just think it's funny to say that.
I found out that she had a dinosaur onesie, and I was like, I want to wear that really bad because I think dinosaurs are super cool, and I think I don't mind wearing a onesie every once in a while. So
I don't think I've ever worn a onesie.
I used to when I was little. I had a Thomas the Train onesie.
I had like a robe. No, never. I was never a onesie kid. I didn't even know onesies existed
you were
until I got to high school.
4 with a robe.
Middle school.
That's like old people activities to be walking.
It is,
around
but
the
it was
house,
cool.
like with a robe.
It had like basketballs and baseballs on it, and like a soccer ball. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Like, all types of like football and stuff, whatever.
Back to the topic. The World Series.
Oh yeah, the World Series happened.
Concluded last night, and the baseball season
is over.
2023 is officially
over. Vince Carter. That's crazy. What a ride.
What a ride. Big ride.
What a ride. World Series is over. The Texas Rangers win in 5 games. Last game by a score of 5-0.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us thought we'd be recording this week with the World Series concluded, but here we are. An interesting set of games. A really entertaining game 1, followed by, a couple more good ones in there. Game 3 was tight. Game 4 had the potential to be a really good game, 11-7.
No, it was 10-0 after 3.
Yeah, but dude, they started coming back. Imagine they came back. We would ESPN. My phone would still be vibrating from all the ESPN notifications if the Diamondbacks came back in that one. But I think the main reason that they lost this series, the Diamondbacks, that is because they lost. I just completely forgot what I was gonna say.
No.
But no, I got it back. They let their opportunity slip in game 1. They had their chance to take the lead. If they win that one, they're coming back to Arizona in all likelihood up 2-0. They were 2 outs away, up 2 runs. Couldn't bring it home. We saw the.
You think game 1 ended the series?
I don't think game 1 ended the series, but I think it severely hurt their chances because going up if they come back 2-0, I don't think and even if they do, I don't think there's any way they lose those 3 straight at home. But even if they do, then the series isn't over and they get to go back to Texas for 2 more potentially. So I think that was a big one. They bounced back from it, but that just wasn't enough. They bounced back for 1 game. That was the only game they won all series. But yeah, that's my reasoning for why they lost.
I think it was a very bizarre series. Diamondbacks went back into Arizona feeling pretty good, not only because they took 1 game, but because they also dominated the first game.
Mm-hmm.
They won game 2, obviously. In game 1, they were 2 outs away with their closer on the mound, the guy who's been lights out for them the entire postseason. So, honestly, going back to Arizona, and even after the Rangers won game 3 with Adolis getting hurt, I thought Arizona, a lot of people kind of had Arizona go and taking a lead and in control of this series.
Well, I don't think anyone
probably
had
favored,
losing 3
to be
in
honest.
a row.
Yeah, no one did. I didn't either.
Away. I mean, at home, the Rangers won 3 away, but that was just.
The Rangers went 11-0 on the road this postseason. Last team to do anything close to that was the 96 Yankees. They went 8-0. It's pretty cool to be in the same sentence as a Derek Jeter.
And to be 3 games better.
Team. Yeah. The Rangers and the Yankees Yankee players have been talked about an awful lot in this series. Mm-hmm. Why? People may ask. Because Corey Seager is on another level. What type of level? Mr. October level. He won World Series MVP once again. That's his 2nd. He also has an NLCS MVP with the Dodgers. And look at that graphic.
There it is.
That's this came on during game 4. Yes, game 4. After he went yard again, because that's just what he does. Very similar. Is Corey Seager the new Mr. October?
No, he
in
doesn't
baseball
have the
today?
beard. He
That's not a
doesn't.
beard, it's a mustache.
He doesn't have the mustache.
That's a fair
How
take.
can he be Mr. October if he doesn't have the
I
mustache?
don't think he's not as polarizing as Reggie Jackson. I would say that's
No,
why.
I think that this graphic here makes him seem a lot closer to Reggie Jackson than he actually is.
No, I mean, Corey Seager is he's an all-time playoff performer. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in the World Series, what he's done twice. Well, say what you want about 2020. He's just an all-time playoff performer. And even after Adolis came out, first of all, the Diamondbacks, we could talk about that a little bit. I wouldn't have pitched to him in it was game 3 or game 4 when Adolis came out. That was pointless. When Adolis wasn't even in, they'd rather pitch to Seager than Garver. That was outrageous. But still, I mean, he's an all-time playoff performer. Like, it felt like any mistake that you made against this guy, it was going to be 3 rows deep. And he was hunting first pitch. He was hunting early all the time. It was wonderful. It was great to watch. He's great. He played a great shortstop defensively as well. He's an all-time playoff performer. The only reason he's not Mr. October is because baseball is very romantic about the past, and Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs in a World Series clinching game off 3 different pitchers. So, yeah, we're not going to call Corey Seager Mr. October, but he's very similar to Reggie Jackson. And if you want to, it's fair, but not everyone is.
Do you know what crushing all those home runs reminds me of?
Of what?
On the first pitch, taking advantage of every mistake.
Not the Phillies, the last.
Reminds me of the game 2 NLCS against the Diamondbacks, where we won 10-0 on like 8 solo shots. And
but it's okay.
Now I'm sad.
All right, you anything else on this World Series? Marcus Semien got hot at the end. The Rangers really needed that. He was having a really bad postseason. Corbin Carroll, he's a wonderful player. And let's talk a little bit about Game 5.
Game 5.
The Diamondbacks had runners on in all the first 4 innings, maybe first 6. They got a runner on each inning. Eovaldi was pitching high pressure situations for the first 6 innings, and he ends up throwing 6 shutty. And they loaded the bases, and they got nothing. They were bunting. They were Corbin Carroll stealing. They were putting pressure on the Diamondbacks. On the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't execute at all. And it's a young team, and I thought that's why they were going to lose the NLCS, because although they make all these plays, I didn't think they'd have that extra juice to get them over the hump. And Texas was the first team to expose that against the Rangers. Against the Diamondbacks. Wow, what's going on?
I think the Diamondbacks just were out of that game like 5th inning onward.
Once the Rangers scored that first run, it felt like they kind of woke up, because it's just the way they scored it. Zach Gallen was throwing a no-hitter, and then 3 straight hits, you're down 1-0.
Yep. But the Diamondbacks offense just seemed so lifeless from that point forward.
Yeah,
and
100%.
And then that carried to their non-pitching defense. We saw that ball in the 9th that scored 2 runs just go right past the center fielder.
Thomas, and he's a Gold Glove guy.
That's more than a routine play too. You don't need to be Gold Glove or anywhere near it to be that. Like Kyle Schwarber with one eye closed can field that ball and throw it.
Whoa, come on, no more Phillies. It's okay, Cayden.
We got to relate it to the NL East at least a little bit, Manny.
Yeah. I guess
it's something the viewers can understand. I'm making it more comprehensible.
One more thing on this series before we move on and talk about kind of reminisce on the whole postseason. There you go. You see that there'll be some NL stuff there, Cayden. It's okay.
I know.
Especially some Philly stuff. Is that Game 1 was the least viewed World Series Game 1 or World Series game ever, something like that.
Not good.
Ever since they've been tracking the ratings like that. Why do you think that happened? What do you have to say about this series, like when it pertains to that?
I think it's just who's in it. The Arizona Diamondbacks, not only are they not they're not a big market team. They frankly weren't really a great team either. So their own market wasn't really that into it until the playoffs started. I thought at the beginning of the season that all these rule changes would help, but when it's a 6 and a 4 seed that are in the World Series, you kind of have to expect, the numbers to be lower. I'm sure that wouldn't be the case. If let's say it was Braves, like, not that they were great, but Braves Astros, like World Series, or
100%. The
Braves.
postseason in general didn't do as bad at all ratings wise.
No, I think
Just
they did pretty
this
good.
series.
Yeah,
The thing is, yeah, what you said, two small market teams, and not only that, but there's really no narrative. Two teams that really have
yeah, they
no
don't
sort of
really see each
no
other.
rivalry, and not only that, they have no like polarizing superstar. Yes, Adolis
Mhm.
Garcia played like one and looked like one and was flipping his bat and what he did against the Astros, but that's when kind of his stardom was born. It's
Yeah.
not like this
No, there's
guy.
no legacy coming.
Yeah, it's coming now. Like in his future, now when the Rangers are in the postseason, now everyone knows they're must see TV.
Yep.
And him specifically is must see TV. Then Corey Seager, star player, best player in the series, but he doesn't he won't even compliment himself. That's another reason I wouldn't like. The reason Reggie Jackson was Mr. October was because of his personality, and the media didn't really like him, and he always had kind of something to say. But Corey Seager stands up, gets interviewed, and he only talks about his teammates, says the right things all the time, blue collar. And so does Harper. I'm not saying I'll compare him a little bit to Harper since we talk about the Phillies a lot.
Yeah, but Harper's more. Harper has more of a personality.
Yeah,
than
Harper's
Seager
definitely
does.
more polarizing. That doesn't mean necessarily that he says wrong things on the whatever, but he's more polarizing. I know Dolis kind of plays a little bit that way for sure, but people didn't know it's not like we came into spring training like, oh, Adolis Garcia is a superstar, and I knew a little bit about him because I'm Cuban.
Yeah,
but still, like no one really came.
Seager's not, he's great, but he's, Seager's not doing the things that like Harper, like Seager's not.
And you go to the D-back side, and their best players are rookie, so it's not like these guys don't have a big brand yet at all, and neither does the team. So if the players or the team doesn't have a big brand, it's not gonna get as many views because the casual baseball fan probably before this week couldn't name like if we walked in the hallways right now and grabbed a random person that has watched a few baseball games in their life or like kind of look like Anthony. He's a soccer fan.
Yeah.
He sometimes asks a little bit about baseball. Does he know anyone on either team?
No.
Probably not.
But I don't know if he could if it was like if the Braves.
I think he does. He talked about. I don't know. Why Anthony? We're gonna tell him that he came up on the show.
Can someone go get Anthony so we can?
Should we do that? Do we have enough time? No, we don't have enough time. Next show. Anyways, and maybe we'll make a TikTok and ask him. That would be kind of funny.
We have him come in for like a minute.
Put this clip in there. All right, moving on. Best favorite moment from this postseason.
Bring it up, Mr. DePiro. Get it up here. Game 3 NLDS against the Braves at home with the series tied 1-1 in the third inning. Does it ring a bell? Oh. Get it?
What a call. Get him in the booth.
Get me in the booth. Bryce Harper.
Whoa, what is this? Manny Ramirez just came up. Manny Ramirez belong. Oh, this is that guy. I've seen this guy
too. Bryce Harper. I mean, it's literally the same exact thing as last year. I really hope everyone that's watching got.
And then the stare down to our CEO was awesome. Yeah, everyone gets that reference. Come on, that's fair.
Oh, we don't get to see him
because in Korea, I think. All right, well, let's give credit. What's this guy? Who posted this?
Can we find the channel name? Because I've seen this.
Shout out! Oh,
baseball is everything too. Go subscribe.
Big Manny Ramirez guy.
Oh, huge Manny Ramirez guy.
Just post. We didn't even get to see our.
I think every video is like that, right? Can you look at another video on the channel and see?
No, we don't have time. It's kind of funny though. He's a Kaz profile picture.
Oh no, that one doesn't have it.
That one doesn't have it. Maybe it's just highlights.
All right, moving on. He feels like it.
Yeah, that moment was awesome. Kind of defining moment in the series. Gave Philly all the momentum, and then you guys won the next game, and it was over.
And we won that game.
Yeah, you did win that game.
We did.
And the Harper stare down made for a great moment. That was awesome. I kind of wish that series was later in the postseason.
Me too. Or just a 7-game series.
My favorite playoff moment was a Bombi. You know why they call him a Bombi?
I did not know why they call
Let's
him
get a
bum.
picture of Adolis Garcia's head real quick. I want to show you a fun fact.
Are we about to bully Adolis Garcia?
Okay, so Adolis obviously played in Cuba, and Cubans have a knack for giving people funny nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see this guy's, put like Adolis Garcia without a hat or something. Head. There you go. So he's very bald.
Oh, super bald.
So in Cuba, they called him a bombi because bombillo means light bulb. Bombillo means light bulb. So that was just his nickname. It translated here. They still call him that here because obviously all the Cubans.
I see the shape. I get it.
So yeah, they call him a bombi.
does look
I
like
thought
a
it had
light
something to
bulb.
do with bomb, like he hits bombs, but it's bombillo. I
Yeah.
learned that, which is awesome.
That's sick, dude. Is he cool with it?
I think so. Yeah, everyone calls him a bombi.
Has he spoken on the light bulb?
Maybe he has. I'll have to ask. Maybe we'll get him one day on the other network. We'll see. But anyways, my favorite moment, he walks it off in game 1 of the World Series, bottom 11. The at bat before he gets hit, and then he steals second right away. He just had a heck of a game, heck of a run. Goes inside out on a low fastball, straight away right field. Everyone's going nuts. Dang, that guy in the crowd was hilarious. Can we see that again? Go. Well, I'll tell you when to pause. I want to see this guy's. Pause. Look at that guy.
Oh, he's not even focused on the ball. That ball is worth a couple grand, and he doesn't have a care in the world.
Maybe a few whatever he's holding.
Few alcoholic beverages in his system.
Going nuts. Bottom 11, definitely more than a few.
A great
bottom 11
time.
at the World Series game, more than a few for sure. Well, maybe some stadiums stop selling after like.
I mean, if he can afford front row seats in the World Series,
but
he can afford as many.
It's Texas. They definitely didn't stop selling after like the 7th inning.
No,
it's Texas. Look at that.
Look at that. What a moment.
Big that was moment. Awesome. That was so cool. I was watching that, and that was awesome. When I ended up 3 for 4 in that game, ALCS MVP. I mean, we talked a lot about Corey Seager, but I think this guy, he was the most fun guy to watch.
Yeah. I mean, Bryce Harper was pretty fun.
Harper got eliminated. He didn't make it to the World Series.
All right.
Come on, Cayden. Let it go. All right. Anything else before we help close this out?
I think that's about it. What a season, man. What a fun season.
Rate this season 1 to 10 blindly.
I'm going to give it an 8.5. Good 8.5.
8.
I like the rules.
Oh, yeah, the rules. Go. Okay, 9.
9. He just beat me.
9. Not a 10?
I'll meet you with a 9.
Because
I'll meet you. I'll change mine up to a 9.
Why isn't it a 10? Nah, it's not a 10.
It's not a 10. There could have been better.
There could have been better.
Postseason
could have been better.
Postseason could have been way better.
Do they change the format? You know, Manfred said he doesn't like openers. Weird. So he's focus on the playoff format. I think they should fix it.
I think they should do a little tweak into the playoff format.
Yeah.
It's too easy to get in.
All right. Plans for the show.
Going
forward. We're gonna go one by one on each team.
Team by team.
In the NL East, because this is an NL East show, guys. I know we didn't talk much NL East today, but it's an NL East show. It's an NL East show. So we're gonna go team by team from the bottom up, based on the 2023 standings. So Nationals, Mets, Marlins, Phillies, Braves, and we're gonna talk about what they should do this offseason. Preview a little bit.
Let them know.
Do that once we get through all 5 teams. We'll try to get that out fairly quick. We'll probably do some fun stuff to trivia if the offseason gets kind of boring.
You're going to beat me, dude, in every trivia game ever.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I don't know. We're thinking about it. We'll see. But we're definitely going to cover the whole offseason.
We will. We'll be here.
Baseball is awesome.
Every step of the way.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a phenomenal day. Big day.
Big Zoom. Can we get another zoom in on Cayden like we did that other show? Just the dinosaur. There you go. They're not extinct yet. Have a blessed day. Bye.